This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Well, then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart. Are we both drinking? Oh, no. A diet. I thought we were both drinking sensible Diet Cokes.
You are
Also,
queen of the tinies.
These are tiny. My hands aren't ginormous right now, even though they do look like ferociously large ET fingers more than ever. No, Elliot is a big fan of the Diet Coke minis now. So that's what we get.
I like it because the fact is that like I can crush that size, but if not, I'm just either wasting the end or not enjoying the end.
There you go. There you go. Exactly.
You know,
so
it's like the Coronitas.
A little perfect portion controlled Diet Coke. Lord knows.
Well,
Too much Diet Coke. Yeah,
a
what
strawberry
do you got?
A strawberry lime truly.
Nice.
I just look. Okay, I got here. When did I
You
get
don't
here?
need to explain it. You don't even need to explain it.
Well, okay, it's 3:15 and I'm on a tropical island. Okay,
I know.
yes, I'm
It's
sitting
illegal
indoors.
to not drink a Truly at this time in that place.
Also, I have no idea. I've never seen like a Truly commercial, I don't think. But if their slogan isn't "I'm having a truly good time," like everyone needs to get fired.
Yeah,
You know?
it does sound very British, very posh.
Truly. I know. Yeah, it sounds very British considering it feels like more white trash than White Claw.
Yeah. Is White Claw, where are we at? I feel like we discovered them on their way up. Are they on their way down, or have we plateaued in the flavored seltzer, spiked seltzer industry?
I feel like there has definitely been a plateau. I still very much enjoy it. But I mean, like, White Claw felt like a moment. Like, White Claw was a lifestyle.
Yeah, it was like Four Loko walked so White Claw could sprint, and Four Loko stumbled. So
Four
White Claw
Loko fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
God, Four Loko, and like nowadays, you don't think twice about like caffeinated alcoholic drinks. Like, I think like White Claw does a caffeine one, but like at the time, Four Loko, and what was the other one that tasted like sweet tarts?
Red Bull just naturally. But
I mean, I would get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it was a different kind of. It was like I would drink those before I went on stage.
They recalled the first round of Four Locos because someone died on a college campus. I'm almost certain it was my former alma mater, Ramapo.
Yes, I believe it was.
And so they recalled it. So I remember living in Brooklyn, and God, everyone was still trying to get whatever was still in stock at all the bodegas. Because we're awful young, thinking we're invincible human beings. Oh, there was a tragedy and everything's been recalled. Well, quickly, let's go get the ones that are still out in the market.
Get it.
And I remember trying it. Yeah, I remember trying it, and literally my heart, I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. And I was like, okay, I see the dangers in this. And like, I've done drugs, and that scared me.
It was Sparks. Sparks was the other brand.
It literally looked like a giant battery.
Yeah, it was
and
insane.
It tasted like you were licking batteries.
Like that is so true. I remember when they recalled the Four Loko, and it was like everybody. You would have thought it was like we were about to get a blizzard, and everyone was like, "Get food," or they were like, I mean, it was like they're outlawing guns, and then the gun store has a line around the corner. It was like, you gotta get your hands on some Four Loko.
It was just 25-year-old hipsters being like, we gotta get the caffeine malt beverage and go crazy.
I loved it, but like everyone thought it was crazy, and now they all have caffeine. It's all like, espresso White Claw. Like,
they do have espresso White Claw?
I think there's like a cold brew PBR.
Espresso teenies or whatever, I feel like are the new spicy skinny marg, especially in the Bravo universe. More specifically, I feel like everyone goes out and orders an espresso teeny now. That's the thing to order that sounds cool, gives you it's like a classier Red Bull vodka.
Here's what I'm wondering though. Is it that it's just having its moment, or is it that we're all just getting older? And so we're like, in order for me to be out of the house after dark, I'm going to need 2 shots of espresso in every beverage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's like, I feel like it's the seemingly classy drink order when you're not sure what to drink. It's like when I discovered martinis and I was like, I can drink this. Great. Even though this is technically like a fancy pickleback, just substitute the liquor. I don't know. I just noticed it more and more. I'm like, everyone freaking loves these espresso teenies everywhere.
They're all the freaking rage. I love it. I love it. I mean, I've gone to Starbucks, gotten a double shot of espresso to go, and just stuck it in my fridge so I could make an espresso teeny later that day.
There you go. Look at you.
Life hack, you guys. Absolute life hack.
Modern MacGyver over here.
Soon enough, I will just be putting freeze-dried coffee into gin, and then it'll be good to go. Good to go. So, hey, did you watch the Oscars?
No. Big, hard no. I have hardly seen movies in general in my whole life, let alone this year. So I've only seen Everything Everywhere All at Once. And
which one? Everything Everywhere all night?
The time. Yeah. And the internet, this is where it is kind of a great resource, is that it just copy pastes all the necessary moments to Twitter and various websites. So I watched kind of alongside. My dad did text me asking if we were watching, and he said, Jimmy Kimmel's killing it.
Oh my God.
He said, Jimmy Kimmel's on a roll. All exclamation points. I was like, is this the most dad text of all time?
Oh my God.
I've only seen, the bits and pieces of it. And then my whole Instagram timeline was flooded with everyone at the Vanity Fair. And I was like, I got to start muting accounts because this is now becoming a joke. Did you watch?
Totally. I watched it. I mean, like, again, I've only seen Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I mean, I didn't see shit. I mean, I feel like you've actually seen more because you went to go see Avatar: Way of the Water.
Yeah, so we saw that one.
So that's about it. But no, I mean, I got emotional because it was like the night of people being honored who've like been in the industry so long and weren't. So like, even like, I love Jamie Lee Curtis, and I love that even though she's an absolute Nepo baby, she still has been consistently working hard for 40 years. She has a patent on 2 different type of diapers. Like the chicest merch for her charity.
The wind chime, the chicest wind chime you've ever seen.
Yeah, like I love that the woman who won Best Supporting Actress also did a cameo on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like she's just kind of like, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Yeah. So with that, and with the actor from Everything Everywhere, and with Brendan Fraser, I was just like, this feels like Lifetime Achievement Awards almost.
Yeah, I did see a post online that was really beautiful. That was all of the best actors and actors winners all like hugging each other, and it said something along the lines of, regardless of whether these are your faves that won or not, we can all agree that this group is incredibly special because it represents people that were considered like down and out or disregarded in the industry.
I'm already getting cold chills again.
I know. I saw that one. I was like, that is really beautiful. That's a moment that feels authentic to this like very superficial industry.
Totally. And also like Michelle and Jamie, first names, winning the best, and they're both over 60.
Yeah.
And Michelle's the speech being like, ladies, don't ever let them say like you're too old for it. So we watched it. So I'm in the Caymans, and we watched it. We went to dinner with a couple other people that Chip is working with, and we just like had it on closed captionings on a laptop beside us, like as we ate, and like we were all like, oh my God, are we about to cry? Like as soon as that first award was given out, we were like, okay, we're the people in the restaurant watching a laptop, all being like, look at my cold chills. Look at my cold chills. I loved it.
I did see an article this morning that was criticizing the In Memoriam, and
that they left a lot of people out.
They left a lot of people out, but they also they put a QR code on the screen so you could hold your phone up to your TV, scan this QR code, and watch the full list of the In Memoriam online. And I thought, that is so tacky.
You guys,
that is crazy.
They gave 10 minutes to a bit with Cocaine Bear, not even a nominated film, and was released in 2023. And they did a QR code for the In Memoriam.
I mean, I get that I don't get it.
Time is crunched, but
I
still.
don't get it. the QR code of it all, I understand that's the only resource you have, I guess. But something about a QR code is so dehumanizing to the moment that's supposed to be without jokes.
Now that you've said it,
yeah,
kind of want one on my tombstone.
You could put them anywhere. You could put
it on your tombstone. You could walk through a cemetery and be like, let me learn a little more about Linda. And then you get like a slideshow of Linda.
I really don't think we're far off from that. In fact, I would be surprised if it doesn't already exist.
Yeah. Or mine would be like, okay, on my tombstone, we're gonna have a QR code, and then like it takes you to Spotify, so that like Flaming Lips Do You Realize starts playing as you're standing there, so it like helps you get emotional about me.
I'm gonna have a full VR hookup next to my grave. You can put on the headset and walk through my life.
Wow. Grace, I love this. The first VR funeral? That'd be amazing.
That'd be incredible.
Amazing.
Let's say you've been stewing about a health problem that you have, and you almost resort to texting your group chat to get your friends' opinions. It's extremely unlikely that you're going to find quality medical advice in your group chat, but you can find it from a doctor on ZocDoc. Thousands of medical professionals on ZocDoc are there to help you. They listen like a friend and give you the expert care that you need. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, and available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. There's no more doctor roulette or scouring the internet for questionable reviews. With ZocDoc, you have a trusted guide to connect you to your favorite doctor that you haven't even met yet. Millions of people use ZocDoc's free app to find and book a doctor within their neighborhood who is patient-reviewed and fits their needs and schedule just right. So if you're interested, go to ZocDoc.com/weird and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc, ZocDoc.com/weird. ZocDoc.com/weird.
I do have a fun fact.
Okay.
About an Oscar nominee. So the guy who directed Tar, do you know this already?
No.
Okay, so Tar, I didn't see it. Tar
Didn't
to me feels like...
Who was it, Cate Blanchett?
Cate Blanchett, about a conductor. Great. I'm sure she's amazing. She always is. But it's just one of those movies where I'm like, this looks like a stressed out person for 3 hours.
Yes.
You know?
What was that movie about the drums? The guy that was the drum
Whiplash. Exactly.
Yeah, that was an intense film. Yeah.
So much where all I think about when I watch movies like that, all I think about is like, that actor must have had a headache every night when they rapped. Because I just think about like feeling, being intense for all day. I'm just like, honey, I would need a morphine drip at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm taking the edge off because I got drunk yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We went to lunch and Chip was like, let's go get some Mexican food and a couple skinny margaritas. I was like, I love it because Chip is in his skinny marg era.
I love it. Chip's going for hot girl summer. He's going for it.
I mean, we've been to Mexico together and he'd nary a sip of tequila and now he's in his skinny marg phase.
I love it.
Anyway, we go and he's like, oh, and let's just go ahead and do a picture. I was like, great. They brought it to us. It was like a 4 foot tall.
I saw it on your story. I was like, I better text her now.
What?
Yeah. To see what time we're recording tomorrow.
I said to him, I was like, that's not 2 margaritas each. No. That was like 8. And we took one to go. To the point where we came back and he's like, let's go to the pool. And I went down there and I was like, I'm nauseous. I can't. I just need to like quietly sip water. I can't do this. He got the pool by himself. I was like, I'm done. Anyway, here's the fact.
Okay.
Is the director of Tar, who's directed a bunch of like other really big legit movies too.
Yeah.
He also invented Big League Chew.
The bubble gum that mimics
tobacco.
Chewing tobacco.
Yes.
What?
Before he was a director, he worked for, there was like a AAA baseball team that like Kurt Russell played on. Like it's a whole like thing. But anyway, him and another guy on that team, they weren't players. They were like managers or coaches or bad boys or something.
Yeah.
Invented it. Isn't that a fun fact?
Crazy. That's crazy. And sorry if I'm not that surprised. I got Botox last week. So.
Oh, you did? Oh my God, I've got bang talks right now. I need to go back.
I feel like it's pretty intense right now, but that shocked me.
I want nothing more
than
to be like, look at my illustrious career. Oh, by the way, I invented an iconic candy.
What a pivot and what an inspiration that you can really do whatever you want in this life.
I'm just kind of like, that's the movie I want to watch.
Man, though I don't agree with Big League Chew for what it stands for. Yeah, that it's teaching children. It's like coaching them on how to get into chewing tobacco.
However, I will say I would much rather, because I always dated baseball players in high school.
Oh, girl. Okay.
I was a baseball hoe.
You dated boys wearing belts?
We loved it. But it was either Big League Chew or sunflower seeds. And there's something so gross to me about like someone just ripping through, like spitting out that shell everywhere.
Why is it?
No, thank you. No,
is
thank
it that they're just anxious because they're so bored because their sport's so boring?
I know. Like, why is baseball hand in hand with snacking?
I don't know, because there's nothing else to do.
There's nothing. I mean, it's so weird though. And sunflower seeds, if I'm at like a salad bar, I will absolutely put a sunflower seed on my salad. I love the texture. Yeah. It's all good. But like sitting down with a bag of sunflower seeds just sounds like mouth cuts to me.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, it's
Who has
work
the
to do.
time?
I'm not into eating food where the entire thing goes in my mouth and then I have to make a cut and spit some part out.
So nuts in general. Okay.
Just the things with shells. I don't want to put a whole shell in my mouth and then get rid of it.
No,
that should happen outside the body.
I saw some psychopath on the internet the other day. Oh my God. No, it was no. Oh no. I just remembered who it was, and it was not a psychopath.
Oh no. Who was it?
It was Shane Dawson.
Oh, okay.
This is psychopathic behavior. Put the whole pistachio in his mouth. It was on my like For You page. I was like, why? Put the whole pistachio in his mouth, break the shell with his teeth.
No.
Then spit it out. You're supposed to use your hands.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to. That's a nut that you literally, like a peanut, you take it out of the shell and then eat it.
That shell's too hard to be using your teeth.
Was he doing it genuinely? Like that's how you eat it?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
All the years that man's been on the internet, that shocked me the most.
That was the thing that put you over the edge.
that was, yeah, absolutely. No, but the sunflower seeds, I don't even know how, now that we're talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how the machines get them out. You know what I mean? Like there's, like when you get a bag of like already peeled sunflower seeds, like there's not like a person sitting there cracking them in a factory. Like there's a machine that somehow does it. How?
I don't know. Technology is incredible. I mean, how are we talking to each other right now while you're in the Cayman Islands?
No, we're focusing on the seeds. Also, I would like to give a little shout out to all y'all Brazil actual nuts who were all up in my Twitter being like, bitch, they are good for selenium. They sell bags of them by themselves at Costco.
There is no topic to ever talk about in which you won't enrage someone. I thought talking about our nut preferences, I don't like those two words together, but I thought that was safe enough to be able to not cause a stir. But yeah, I even got some messages to relate to you that people are in fact big Brazilian nut fans, and how dare she?
Like, I mean, who knew? Who knew that Brazil nuts had a fandom?
I was going back through my notes because talking about tar reminded me of this story that I read weeks ago that I don't think I ever talked about. Because she's a symphony director or something in that film?
Conductor.
Okay, this is about a ballet director, German ballet director.
Oh God, she already sounds strict.
I think this is a man.
He does too.
He issued a public apology, finally, because there was a critic who reviewed his ballet recently, and he saw this critic at an interval of a premiere at an opera house and smeared a bag of dog feces in this critic's face. And
no.
got suspended, obviously.
Oh.
But they walked in with a bag of dog feces. He felt provoked by a recent review she wrote of a production he staged in the Netherlands, threatened to ban her from the ballet and accused her of being responsible for people canceling season tickets in Hanover, then pulled out a paper bag with feces and smeared her face with the contents. This is most insane. And he, a week or two later, issued a public apology. This is... So when I think of Tar, this is what I associate.
You think of the smear?
I'm like, that's a whole world that's way too intense for me to get involved in. Can you imagine?
Dude, I'm gagging.
It is to walk into a thing with a bag of feces. Like, I have so
Where
many
do you
questions.
go from there? Do you just go wash your face? Do you call the police while the poop's still on there?
I don't know.
What kind of dog was it? You know what I mean? Like,
was it his dog? Did he find it on the street?
Yeah.
There's so many
how long
questions.
was this premeditated? That's how I want to know. Is were they like, come on, Sparky, I need you to go?
For so many.
This is the poop. Or did he go outside and be like,
yeah,
this bitch is here. Let me go find some feces.
My God, I know he looks insane, but he
wow.
Yeah, German ballet director. I mean, for an art form that's so elegant, that is quite a reaction.
How scared would you be as one of his dancers?
Oh, I mean, I've seen Black Swan. I don't ever want to be anywhere near that industry.
I haven't seen it, but I know the cliff notes.
Yeah, it's intense. It's too intense.
Oh, wow.
But it's also weirdly beautiful.
Okay, speaking of intense.
Yeah.
Do you know if there is a way on TikTok to
The answer's going to be, I have no idea. I wish I knew. I'm trying to figure out how to do anything over there.
Well, I want to block lives.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Because, I mean, luckily it's not like Instagram Live where like, I'm assuming you're immediately watching. But like you and I have talked about on TikTok how it'll all of a sudden it's like a woman like making like horoscope-y stuff. Like
who's got like a pendulum that she's swinging being like, this person's asking this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And it's just over and over and over. And it blows my mind. It's like old school. Mind. Yeah. But I don't know how to do it, and it feels so invasive when I like swipe through and then I'm in a live for a second. I like swipe it like it's a virus.
Me too. And here's the deal: is I got fed the same account like 3 times.
Weird.
That I had to block it. It bothered me so bad.
Wow.
It's literally this couple that films themselves sleeping while there's creepy things in their room. So it was
creepy things in the room.
They like were sleeping while there's a life-size thing of Pennywise from It. Oh. Then and they'll have like a Halloween decoration that like moves a little, like, and you're like, what? People just watch. So like the whole point is like you can sleep even though there's something super scary going on in the room.
And they trying to like conjure something? Like, are they seeing if something happens?
Asleep. They're literally asleep. I think their whole vibe is like, oh, people will be curious that like, is something creepy going to happen in the room while we're sleeping? And I was like, I had to block the user. I've never blocked anyone. I was like, lee-dee-dee, here's my food, here's my dog, here's the dog, here's this. And then it was like, you know, like a tiny, like, you know, like the Annabelle the dolls rocking behind them as they sleep. We're making careers off of this?
I know that like Jenna Marbles years ago did like a video where she posted herself napping for 20 minutes to like as a milestone of 20 million subscribers or something.
That's hilarious.
And that was purposely funny and intentional. This sounds awful.
Weird. It was awful. I mean, I should have screen grabbed it so I had the like username so I could tell you what I'm talking about. But that happened a couple times and I was like, you know what? Never have I once been delivered alive in my algorithm that I enjoyed.
No, yeah, I don't want to watch people live.
No,
it feels a little too intense for me. It's not my thing. Not my thing.
No. Mm-mm. So anyway,
I'll be on the lookout.
There was a little kid, speaking of TikTok, at the pool yesterday as I was nauseous. that was just singing the Dumb Ways to Die song over and over. But just being like, when you go into the beach and then a shark eats your face, and I said, dumb ways to die. It was for 45 minutes.
Just doing his own bit.
Just creating dumb ways to die while then Cannonball.
Oh, man. Get it. Well, that's, speaking of dumb ways to die, there's now this, I was just reading an article before we started about all the cocaine animals that have now popped up after
Apparently,
Cocaine Bear.
It is the goddamn 80s in the animal kingdom right now.
There's this cocaine cat that everyone is obviously talking about right now. But in terms of movies, I was just reading this HuffPost article that there's going to be Cocaine Shark, another drug-fueled animal gets its own movie. And it's coming out this July, which is crazy. So it's like either just been made quickly or it was already in the process of doing it. But this, the Cocaine Shark focuses on a mafia drug lord's production of a shark-derived stimulant before an explosion and leak at a laboratory puts an army of mutated bloodthirsty sharks on the loose. That's the premise.
So, I feel like this is like a Sharknado.
Yeah. Well,
like
speaking of Sharknado,
so
along this whole trend, there's another film. Other drug-induced animal films are on the way. Attack of the Meth Gator.
Well, I put that on my Instagram story.
Oh, did you? Okay,
because that was an actual news story that came out in like very Florida. That was like, gators are starting to eat meth. That gets like trashed. And I put that up there after I saw Cocaine Bear because I saw it in like one of my memories, and I was like, can I write this one?
Yeah, this one.
Now they're doing it
from the studio behind the Sharknado franchise that's producing this one. So I don't know what the timeline is on that, but yeah, there's lots of cocaine animals all of a sudden coming out.
Honestly, I'd rather come face to face with that than like a cocaine actor.
Yeah, I know. Rather than just a hipster with Four Loko in Brooklyn.
Yeah, totally. I mean, like, I can deal with a bobcat that did some blow. Okay. Yeah. Wait, who's the cocaine cat? There's a cat on cocaine now?
No, there's an actual cat, like a cheetah, I think, that was...
Yeah, how fast is that motherfucker?
I know, but it's now been, I forget where the article went about it, but it's been treated. It was found with cocaine in its system, and now it's being, I think the Cincinnati Zoo or something, it's been like moved to for treatment and like for, I guess...
rehab?
Yeah, sanctuary of some sort. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's like a legit real story that's happening out in the world. Wild.
Out in the wild.
Mobile games are always a fun way to pass the time, but especially when those games have charming graphics, laid-back gameplay, and a story full of scandalous secrets. Ooh la la! And for the perfect cozy game, you need to download Love and Pies by Trail Mix Games for free. It's a casual merge 2 game where you build your very own cafe, combine ingredients, and uncover a story of drama and romance. Yes, there are baked goods, designing a cafe, and drama, you guys. All of my favorite things. I had so much fun playing this game because normally when I would think of phone games, I would think of like something really fast and stressful, and this was like soothing and relaxing, and it's like the perfect game to do when you actually want to unwind instead of wind yourself up. I just like felt calm. It was a rare experience for me. Here's the story. You are Amelia, and you take over your old family cafe and restore it to its former glory. And in the process, you meet a diverse cast of characters that uncover a family story full of secrets and laughs. You decorate the cafe, which I had so much fun doing, and the surrounding area with beautifully designed items. Trail Mix Games creates games that are snackable and nourishing to the heart, hence the name. How cute is that? They create safe and empowering spaces for players of all ages, and with each game they create, they're fostering a culture of trust, respect, and creativity. In a game, you guys. Can you believe it? So for a tasty mix of love and drama, download Love and Pies for free today. That's Love and Pies, free to download in the App Store or Google Play.
Speaking of wild, Lindsay Lohan's expecting her first baby.
I just saw that. I was going to say the Jamie Lee Curtis of it all. Wait, weren't they in Freaky Friday together? Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally Jamie Lee Curtis won. And I was like, well, there goes Freaky Friday too. And Chip was like, no, she'll just have like a much bigger budget.
Yeah. Totally. I know.
Yeah, so.
The Lohannesance is coming.
The Lohannesance. I mean, that movie we watched for Christmas. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What was that movie called?
Something for Christmas.
I love for Christmas. Falling for Christmas.
Falling for Christmas, starring Lindsay Lohan and the wonderfully named Cord Overstreet.
Yes, that guy. Forgot that was his name. Oh wow. Yeah, instant classic. Instant.
Also, you know what's really weird? Flying with a dog you're not hiding.
Oh yeah, how did the taking Larry to the Caymans of it all go?
Well, two things. A, he's an angel. He absolutely was like beans. He just sat in my lap under a blanket, didn't complain once, was the best. And him and Chip reuniting is so cute.
Oh, I'm so excited. I know there's a video or post of them walking together. I was like,
so cute. Yeah, he's at work right now with Chip. He's getting,
cute.
He's clocking in. He's making his bones. But no, what kills me though is like I've told you about this process that it was like so hard to bring a dog to an island that doesn't have rabies because it's like you have to get like all these crazy tests. It takes like 2 months. It's like a really big pain in the ass. Like I probably put in 120 hours of work to get this dog here. No shit.
The biggest project of your adult life.
Right?
Yeah.
I know, honestly. But what's crazy is that they don't check any of your paperwork when you're getting on the plane. So then I'm like, well, what if you were just an idiot and you were like, you can just bring a dog. Like you would fly here and then they'd be like, you have to get back on a plane.
Yeah. No, it's a public shaming. It's an extra egg on your face. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I think you should start, like, if you see me bringing a dog on the flight, I think you should be like, you have all the paperwork, right?
I guess because, they assume.
No, but so Larry was in my lap. I was very much like, excuse me, I have a dog. You know, like.
Yeah, this time around, you get to actually show him off. You're not just like, don't touch my stomach. Don't come anywhere near me.
Yeah, my tummy rumbly. No, I was like fully holding him. Like everyone's like, oh my God, this dog. Like so many fans. Like unbelievably a hit. It was so cute. But guess who was back on the flight?
Who? What?
The same 2 judgy flight attendants.
I was going to ask you how that situation was. It was the same 2 people? Did they recognize you?
Same 2. No, but here's the deal. As I told you, Cayman Airways, it's so weird. It's so to the 90s. But they have one direct flight from LA at 8 a.m. on Sundays.
Right.
And then one direct flight back at 4 p.m. on Saturdays. It's like the only time it flies. It's crazy. With it being direct. Like obviously you could go different, like to Atlanta or whatnot. But so I'm guessing this is just like their route. Yeah. And so I'm there and you know, it gets to, now it's like 2:00. I'm successfully bringing Larry finally. And then I wake up from a nap and I'm like, I think I'm going to do a mimosa. And then I was like, oh God.
Oh no.
And I got too nervous to ask.
You did.
I was like, that's all I need. They were judging my second glass of wine at 6 p.m. Now they're going to be like, didn't you?
What day is it?
In LA, it's still 11 a.m., honey. We're hitting the booze pretty early on a Sunday.
You have an animal with you. You can't do this with an animal.
Thank you. I was just, they like rolled up and I was like, well.
They have no awareness.
None.
And you're sitting here with a fully formed grudge against these people.
I was livid. And then I was like, just a club soda for me.
If they only knew the entire universe you've created around this one very small moment that happened weeks ago. They've created a new layer of insecurity for you.
Yeah. Truly, I was just like, these motherfuckers ruining my celebration.
Don't let them dim your light.
Thank you. Oh, God, I love that phrase. It's so good. And that's how I feel about Sandoval and Ariana.
Yes.
I feel like she's going to shine brighter.
She's ratings are up.
Are they?
Supposedly. That like last week it was like the highest rated it's been in years or something, but that obviously.
It's just so funny because now we're just watching Vanderpump Rules for breadcrumbs for clues.
Oh, and you know that editors have gone back and retooled episodes in certain ways and have found different sound bites that hit different now.
Oh yeah. I need some more juice. I feel like I haven't. I feel like we're truly suckling from the teat of hot tea gossip.
Oh my God. That was
for a week there. It was like,
I think I must be exhausted just from the adrenaline dump of it all.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was on a roller coaster straight up to the moon and then it came down.
yeah. And now I'm like, I just refreshed Twitter and no one's done something really awful. Come on, guys. I need more. I
know. It is funny because like I never really search for things on TikTok and that I searched for. So now like every other TikTok on my For You page is someone either doing like a weird edit of clips or commenting on the situation in general. So,
totally.
We'll see. Who knows?
Well, I was looking it up a lot, but apparently I got to look it up more so I don't have to watch people sleeping while a clown watches them. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I saw this article before we started that made me laugh a lot. Did you hear what's happening in Maine?
What?
Maine's going nuts over vanity license plates.
Oh.
So they're recalling vanity license plates.
All of them?
Yeah. So for several years, they allowed people to put any combinations of letters, numbers on vehicle plates, including words and phrases that other states would normally ban. So I guess they had a much more lax thing, but now the state has decided to change course. And this year they recalled 274 plates it deemed were inappropriate. And one of them,
there's 270 inappropriate combinations of 7 letters.
People are getting nuts up in Maine, but this guy that is protesting is a vegan and his plate reads love tofu, LUVTOFU. And the state has recalled it because it believes that it could be seen as a reference to sex instead of admiration of bean curd.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. And so the state effectively ended its review process for so-called vanity plates in 2015. And some residents filled out their plates with so Maine went nuts, basically.
Okay.
They said, you know what? We'll let them do whatever they want. What could they do? And then Maine just started getting vanity plates with all kinds of profanities, including F-bombs, either spelled out completely or abbreviated.
Complete spelling? That's crazy.
It's just so funny to me that Maine just had these loose laws and was like, here we go. I'm going to drive my Jetta around and it's going to say, fuck you on the back.
Yeah. Oh, man, I wish. North Carolina wouldn't even let fart happen.
I know. And so now, Maine has to recall 274 license plates. So what do they just have to go get their own license plates? But I love tofu.
Love tofu. I love it. There should definitely be like one bar in Maine that they give them all to, and it's just like the outlaw bar, you know?
Oh, totally. And I guess they have to go through public record. I'm like trying to think, how do they even recall these? I guess it's all on record that you have to submit what your actual license plate will say.
Well, yeah, because they all requested it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
They probably just typed in "FU," and then we're like, "What? We see it all."
Well, they said that it got so far that residents of a state known for being, quote, according to this article, laconic and even-tempered. I don't know what laconic means, but I'm assuming it's even-tempered. They were sporting uncensored plates with the pairing of F words with snow haters and ALS. The neurodivergent disease. So people were just having fuck and then fill in the blank, just driving around on their
We
cars.
love it. Laconic, which I love that we both just learned a word today.
Okay, I haven't learned yet.
Oh, sorry. Laconic, it's the opposite of us. It means using very few words.
Oh, okay. So a state
they're known for not talking that much
and being very even-tempered. They're just getting it all out on these vanity plates.
Love it. I love it. Oh,
wild.
Man.
Oh, Maine.
Woo! All right. Well, it's a beautiful day here. I need to go see Larry. I haven't seen him in hours, and I'm missing him, quite frankly.
You gotta hear how his first day on set was.
I mean, I hope he didn't get fired.
I know, he's got to give you the juice, all the tea. What's been happening? How did it go? Did he walk into any of the shots?
I know. Oh, also, there's a producer on the pod who's a producer on this show that he's working on. That's a fan of the podcast. And I brought her some merch. And also, when I was walking to get coffee with Larry and Chip yesterday, I think his name was Brandon. I can't remember, but a guy ran up. He ran out of a restaurant and up to us and was like, I'm a big fan of you and Grace. And I instantly recognized Beans. And I was like, well, it's not Beans. So you fucked up there, bud.
But that's, you know what? Larry will probably get that pretty often. So he's got to get used to it.
Well, last night, Chip, there was a brief moment where Chip goes, oh my God. I go, what? And then Larry did something. And he was like, the edge of his tongue got stuck out for a second.
It's happening. It's happening.
All of my dreams are coming true. So anyway, I just wanted to shout out to the Cayman fans.
Sweet. I love it. I love him running out of restaurants across the street.
He ran out of peppers and was like, I saw Beans. And I go, no, you didn't. And then I go, do you want to take a picture? He was holding his phone and he said, no. And I said, okay. Good. I said, and good day.
It's always so embarrassing.
It's so because you're like, I don't want you to have come towards me and wanted a picture, and then you clammed up. But it's never. I mean, and I looked like shit, and so it was perfect.
That might be why they said.
I said, understandable, sir.
You know what? I admire that. I respect that, and
maybe he would have wanted a pic with Beans if it had been Beans. But anyway, but Beans is at home with Mary.
How sweet. Well, enjoy the rest of your time. You're missing nothing here in Los Angeles. It's disgusting.
It still raining?
Oh, it's God. Like crazy.
So gross.
Yeah.
Stop it, LA.
I know.
Stop it.
I gotta go fill out my March Madness bracket because the Helbig family is getting in on it. So here we go, sports.
The one time you're into sports. It's so good. All right. Well, I will say, this got weird.
Mm-hmm.